Are you starting? 3, 2, 1.
Hey, I'm Megan. Welcome to the Traveling Tutor. Today I'm going to show you what a typical in-home tutoring session looks like with one of my kiddos who's a 4th grader. Tutoring sessions with me usually last 1 to 2 hours, and that varies depending on the age of the child and the subject that you're working on. I don't often do homework help. However, sometimes, depending on the kiddo and their special needs, they do need additional help with their homework, and I'm happy to do that.
Pause.
Well, can you tell me why?
Because it's a warmer.
Oh! That was perfect! We usually work on the floor and move to a couch or table halfway through the session. Sitting in one spot can be super boring. It's always good to change it up. Here, we're starting on his math. We'll take a look at the words in the story problem and decide if it's plus or minus, and we're doing temperature. That was so good. I can't believe you figured that out on your own. Honestly, I can't even read it upside down. With C, we usually start on his math worksheet. His teacher and I communicate often, and we have planned out what we believe is the best math for him to focus on until the end of the school year. So how do I figure out exactly what I'm going to do? I know there's a math worksheet that we're going to be working on, but I don't know exactly what it's on because I only come once, maybe twice a week. So when I show up, I have about 5 seconds to figure out exactly what we're working on. Typically, I choose 2 things to focus on. Today was how to figure out if it was a plus or a minus, addition and subtraction, and typing the numbers into the calculator correctly. Sometimes we flip-flop them. Sometimes the hardest thing is letting them struggle on their own to see if they can figure out the right answer and not interrupting. Because they can do it. Right, that's up here.
Are you kidding me?
Are you kidding me?
Miss Megan, we forgot to say, you forgot plus and minus.
Yeah, you always start with a big one first. Go work. I liked that there. He tapped on a number just to like confirm that that's what he starts the problem with. And it was the right way to do it. Dude, why is 43 like the size of Montana? You might be wondering why we're using a calculator. The whole point of this exercise is not to see if he can add or subtract. It's to see if he can figure out if it's to add or to subtract and putting the numbers in the right order. Sometimes it's overwhelming to focus on too many things. Look. Interesting. So we've been highlighting the most important numbers to figure out to add or subtract.
And minus.
But he also just saw a time at 2:30 and he highlighted that too. So we'll see what we have to do.
Minus.
Cooler is, remember the temperature drops?
Minus.
It is minus.
I did it right.
You did it right.
Equals.
You almost wrote the time. Nice job not doing that.
Hooray!
Degrees done. Also, just something to remember when you're working with a kiddo. Just like adults, they can get distracted. There's a car driving by my tiny house. I just looked. I got distracted. It's not the end of the world if a kiddo gets distracted. Sometimes they just need a second, and you can be there to gently refocus them, or you can listen to what they have to say. Sometimes they need to get whatever it is just out of their brain, and then they're ready to learn. Kind of like us, when we're sitting in a group and we would like to share our idea, it's really helpful if someone takes a second to listen to us. I think we should do the same thing with kiddos.
Okay.
Are we reading the story?
Yes.
Guess what you can do now?
Target.
Yes. We've been very concerned about charging the Apple Pencil. Oh. I'm gonna pretend it's not gonna break. Oh, 5%.
Oh no.
Oh no. So should we just let it do its thing?
Yeah.
Let's not, so we shouldn't touch this? Let's make sure his little butt stays next to him. There we go.
Yay!
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 Time to read a story.
Okay.